You know that moment when you stub your toe on the corner of the bed and your soul momentarily leaves your body? Yeah, that's when you reach for the holy grail in your medicine cabinet, the painkiller. Little white miracle pills that promise one thing, shut up, pain. But have you ever stopped mid-scream to ask, wait, how do these things actually work? No? Of course not. You're too busy crying over your toe. But don't worry, that's what I'm here for. Let's talk about pain. Yes, that delightful sensation that reminds you you're alive and fragile. Pain isn't just your body being dramatic. It's actually your nervous system's way of saying, hey, something's wrong here. Pay attention. It's like the body's own version of a fire alarm, except instead of smoke, it's, well, stubbed toes and pulled backs. Now, here's how it works. You get hurt, physically, emotionally, whatever, and special nerve endings called nociceptors pick up the message. These guys are like tattletales. They send an urgent memo up your spinal cord to your brain saying, we got trouble, red alert. And your brain, it's like, got it. I'll send you a nice serving of agony with a side of throbbing. Now enter the painkiller. Let's start with the basics. Over-the-counter heroes like acetaminophen and ibuprofen. The avengers of mild suffering, these guys don't knock you out or make you float on a cloud. They just quietly handle business. Ibuprofen is part of a group called NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Fancy name, simple mission, stop inflammation. When your body's injured, it releases chemicals called prostaglandins. These little gremlins are like, let's make everything swell and hurt and feel awful. NSAIDs say, how about no? And block the enzyme that makes prostaglandins. Result? Less swelling, less pain, fewer curse words screamed into the void. Now, acetaminophen, also known as paracetamol for our friends in other hemispheres, is a little more mysterious. It doesn't do much for inflammation, but it somehow tells your brain, hey, how about we turn down the pain dial a bit? Scientists still don't know exactly how it works. It's like that one coworker who's always productive, but nobody knows what they actually do. Then we've got the heavy hitters, opioids, morphine, oxycodone, codeine, aka the please make it all stop squad. These don't just tell prostaglandins to chill, they go straight to the brain and say, shh, it's okay now. Opioids bind to special receptors in your brain and spinal cord and block the pain signals altogether. It's like cutting the wire to the fire alarm instead of dealing with the fire. Effective? Sure. Addictive? Also sure. Which is why they're usually reserved for serious stuff, like post-surgery pain or accidentally listening to someone explain cryptocurrency at a party. But let's not forget, painkillers don't actually heal anything. They just mess with how you feel the pain. So while you're walking around all smug because your headache's gone, the cause of the headache might still be chilling in your skull like, you thought I was done. Cute! And pain's not always a bad guy. Sometimes it's your body's way of keeping you from doing something stupid, like walking on a sprained ankle or lifting weights after just one more tequila. If you kill the pain, but ignore the problem, congratulations. You're just delaying your crash and burn moment. Now, like any miracle of modern chemistry, painkillers come with baggage. NSAIDs can mess with your stomach, liver, and kidneys if you take them like candy. Acetaminophen? Take too much and your liver will send you a very angry memo, possibly with a lawsuit. Opioids? Well, we all know how that story can go. Addiction, tolerance, withdrawal. Basically, don't treat them like Tic Tacs. So, moral of the story? Painkillers are great, just not magic. They're the emotional support snacks of the medical world. Comforting, temporary, and not a substitute for actual solutions. And next time you pop a pill for that annoying back pain, just remember, you're not fixing the engine. You're just turning off the check engine light. But hey, who am I to judge? I once took a painkiller because I got a cramp opening a bag of chips. We all have our battles. If you learned something today, or just feel slightly more smug at your next doctor's appointment, hit that like button. Or don't. I'm not your mom. But if you want more barely helpful explanations about the human body, global economics, or whatever's trending in mild existential dread, go ahead and subscribe. And remember, pain is temporary. But dumb decisions without understanding your medication, that's forever. Now go take your ibuprofen and drink some water. Your kidneys will thank you.